What's going on, guys? It's Orangey, and the first week of the beta is officially over. It ended early on the morning on the 10th, and it's taking a full day off on the 11th, and the 12th is when early access PC and Xbox players get to play. And of course, all PlayStation. Well, I'll just throw up a picture right here so you can see. So now it's going to be the full cross-play beta, and then all players get to play through the 14th through the 16th. So if you haven't played the beta yet and you've been looking to jump in, the time to jump in is just around the corner. And with the second weekend coming tomorrow, it's going to be a whole bunch of changes. A new map and 2 new modes. Well, I guess not new, but I mean, you know, new to the beta. And don't mind the gameplay in the background. It was me playing at like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's why I'm missing my shots and I'm playing not great. Well, yeah. Let's roll with that story. And I want to give my thoughts and opinions on the beta, but first I want to go over everything that's coming in week 2. So firstly, if you reach level 20 in the beta, you know that's the highest you can go. During week 2, they're going to increase that level cap by 10, so the level cap is now 30, which is that's the highest you can go. For the maps, we have a new core map and a ground war map. We got High Rise for 6v6 and Orlov Military Base for ground war. And for the 2 new modes, we have Cutthroat 3v3v3, which it's a mode of 9 players divided up into teams of 3. I'm actually not really sure how that plays. I'm pretty sure there was gameplay of it of COD Next, but I'm pretty sure I just missed it. And then what everyone's curious about, Search and Destroy. I'm really curious to see how S&D plays in this game. And from just playing the beta, I feel like it's gonna play great. And I really hope that's the case. And it finally looks like giving feedback is working. If you don't follow Sledgehammer Games on Twitter, you really should, because it looks like they're giving really good updates over there. And their most recent tweet, or I guess, you know, post on X, is something you should really look at. Let's take a look at what they said. Weekend 1 of the MW3 multiplayer beta has come to an end. We'll be back on Thursday with the highly anticipated return of High Rise, the debut of Cutthroat, and more expected throughout the weekend ahead. Until then, we'd like to take a moment to thank you all for your feedback. Our team is hard at work for improvements for weekend 2 and beyond. Later this week, you can expect an update from some of the top concerns we've observed, including but not limited to operator visibility, slide timing, and spawn selection. So I looked at a handful of people's feedback videos, and these 3 were the main complaints that popped up in almost everyone's video. I mean, even on my first video on the beta, I was shooting at my teammates and I was talking about visibility. Everyone's hopes are high, and it looks like Sledgehammer's hitting all the right notes. I know, we've done this same song and dance before with other Call of Duty developers. We'll take like 5 steps forward and then like 7 steps back. But hey, who knows, maybe we'll see change this year, because they nerfed Battle Rage very early on in the beta, and pretty much all of the complaints during the beta they said they're gonna address. Now, we don't know how they're gonna address it, or if they're gonna even fix it at all. The biggest thing is that they're listening to the community, and they're hearing the feedback and the main problems that people are having. I think the main difference between this year and other years is that we have 90% of our movement back. We have the big red dot change to the minimap that people have been wanting for years, and it shouldn't have been reverted in the first place, and that it's on the Modern Warfare engine, and it just like feels and flows really nice. So heading into the second week of the beta tomorrow, be sure to give your feedback respectfully, because they are listening to us. We've gotten all these changes because of the feedback that we've been giving over the years. Now, if they continue to do that is totally up to them. Only time will tell if they actually stick the landing. So what do I think of the beta? Or I guess just Modern Warfare 3 as a whole? If I'm being completely honest, despite the looks of Modern Warfare 2, this game plays completely different. The flow, the vibe, the gunplay, the movement, the recoil to your guns, and even the aim assist. Aim assist does seem slightly weaker, but I mean, of course it's still there because console players have to compete with PC. As for the maps, I think I have a different opinion than everyone else. I didn't play any of the Modern Warfare games. I got into Call of Duty around like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I mean, I played them when I was at other people's houses, but it was just against like family and friends, not like online and in the community. That being said, the majority of these maps are gonna be new to me. Whereas if somebody played MW2 back in the day in 2009, then they generally already know the layout and there's nothing new for them here. Now with movement, this isn't completely like 2019 like Warzone 1 movement, but it's like 90 to 85% there. People are complaining about bunny hopping being nerfed, and then like the slide delay, which they've already addressed that they're looking into. I really liked the movement in MW 2019 and Cold War. MW2 was definitely a downgrade in everything movement wise. So movement being how it is now, it feels really great compared to last year. People said it was a bit weird in the Warzone update during COD Next. I don't know how it felt weird. I guess like the slide canceling fell off, but I hope everything is fixed and addressed by the time it's released to the greater population, the public. And now the guns. The guns, for me personally, they feel great. There's definitely less visual recoil. There's less recoil overall. There's less downgrades when you're putting attachments on your guns, because in MW2, every time you put an attachment, there's like 17 downgrades that comes along with it. But here, there's way less downgrades when you put on an attachment. Now for the audio, the footstep audio was a bit buggy for me. I heard my teammates' footsteps way louder than the enemies. Like, not even looking at the minimap, I knew where my teammates were the whole time just by the sound of their footsteps because it was so loud. Again, I don't know if it was just me or that perk that I was using. I don't know if that perk was bugged or not, but for me personally, the footstep audio for my teammates were super loud. I think this game personally is gonna knock it out the park compared to MW2. Most of MW2's maps were awful, and at launch we're getting all the OG maps that, you know, the majority love. We're still getting new maps too. We're getting 3 new maps at the beginning of season 1. I feel like the preseason, or like the season 0 I should say, is really important for these Call of Duty games, and it looks like this preseason or season 0 is gonna do really well. I mean, again, compared to MW 2019 or MW2. And real quick, if we're comparing things, this beta compared to last year's, it's like non-recognizable because MW2's beta was so bad. But yeah, I'm very hopeful for the future of multiplayer and zombies, because I've done almost every Easter egg on zombies, like round-based. I've even done them on Outbreak, and I enjoy both modes, so I'm curious to see what this mode brings to the table. But like, yeah, fuck Vanguard. That was a disappointment. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this terrible gameplay that I recorded at like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and my horrible commentary and thoughts. And I hope you guys enjoy the beta tomorrow.